Hey, good morning, guys. Sean Bucci, SurplusFundsRiches.com. On that site, SurplusFundsRiches.com. On that site, you can put your name and email on the right side, get an insider's guide, an overview of all of our programs in depth. And you can also link to our Facebook page to get updates there. And of course, like and follow whatever you need to do with this YouTube channel to get updates whenever we post anything new there. You can also call me 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please, guys, go to the SurplusFundsRiches.com and download the Insider's Guide by putting your name and email address in that box on the right side of the page before calling me. That way you're calling me and asking me specific questions instead of just, hey, what's going on with this? You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can call me 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday at 704-791-9398. Happy to answer any pre-purchase questions you have. Post-purchase is through our support system through Jeff. It's an email ticket-based system. So this is pre-purchase first. I'm going to open up with just some funny stories today because it must be a really crazy full moon. 2 interesting calls I got today. First one was a young lady. Had a great conversation. At the end, she said she wasn't sure what she wanted to do. And I said, that's great. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. She says, don't tell me what to do. Okay? Don't tell me what to do. Ma'am, it's just a nice thing for people to say. It's just have a nice day. While you're telling me what to do. So do me a favor. Okay, if you're going to give me a hard time by telling you to have a nice day, don't buy my program. We're not going to get along. You're not going to be, we're not going to be able to teach you. You're not going to be coachable. And you're just not, it's not going to work out. That's how that went. Second call, these are one after another. Okay. Second call I get. Sean, I'm thinking about buying your program, probably picking up January 2022. I'll bite. Why exactly are you going to wait a year and 4.5 months? A little over 4 months. So 16 months to buy the program. Well, I'm going to jail. You have my attention. Why are you going to jail? Sorry, guys, I know I'm going through shade here. Why are you going to jail? Stalking. I see. Did you do it? Yep, I did it. I'm a stalker. I said, okay. So you're going to be, because I'm going to be gone for 16 months. I'm going in shortly. I got to know more. What exactly did you do? He says, well, I don't know how to approach women. The only way I know how to approach them is to harass them, and I just keep harassing them. And then I get in trouble, and this is like the 5th time I've been in trouble for stalking. So I got to go away, and this is the 2nd time I'm going away to jail. I know this isn't funny. Somebody out there is about to pick up your phone or email me and just give me the whole keyboard warrior thing. Guys, I don't think it's funny. I just couldn't believe the conversation I had. So please don't do the keyboard warrior thing on me. Anyway, let's talk about the process. I had to tell you guys these stories because I can't make this stuff up. Let's talk about the process. So here's the deal. National Surplus Funds gives you the option of working it on your own. We teach you how to do that, video and PDF training. Gives you the option of working with us, right, as an 8% researcher where you just research the debt and ownership as it stood at the time of the sale. And you turn it into us on a worksheet, and we take it from there. We find the people, put the deal together, hire the mobile notary, hire the attorney, and pay you 8% when we successfully get the money out of the court. Pretty straightforward. The other one is the 16%. That's the Premier 16. That one requires, it pays you 16% of gross. Obviously, higher percentage, more work. That one requires that you also find the people and have a warm conversation on the phone to make sure they're willing to speak with us. Pretty straightforward. Of course, that's going to require you to get some kind of skip tracing tools to make that work. So it's up to you as to whether or not you want to get the 8% or the 16%. Both of them teach you how to do it on your own as well. Both of them teach you both tax and mortgage overages. Both of them include the initial ebook, which are slightly different. Obviously, there's different submission systems for these. The ebook and the link to the resources page with all the training that we have on there. Support's included. That's email based. Plus, we have twice a month live question and answer webinars for you. But let me go through the process step by step on National Surplus Funds. You go get a list, guys. Not hard. Don't overcomplicate this stuff. Put in overage list, surplus funds list, overbid list, excess funds list, excess proceeds list, and just scroll through those counties lists that are free online. Go get them. It's really that simple. Okay. Now, if you're going to work as a researcher for us, we'll take any county, any state rather, except for Oregon, Washington State, Colorado. We don't want to work those states. You're free to work them on your own. Florida program. On the Florida program, that's a separate program, so you can't work that unless you have that. That's available in 2 different bundles. We do that to limit competition, guys. Obviously, we're setting up a barrier by price. The best bundle is $847, has 5 programs in it, about $3,000 worth of programs. The ultimate bundle has everything we got. It's $1497. That's for Florida. National Surplus is $497. Premier 16 is $497. If you're not sure which way you want to start, either 8 or 16% program, you can get them both with the Surplus Pro Pack for $597. I'm doing this pricing August 2020, so don't call me if we went up in price and say you have to honor that. No, I don't. This is a video made August the 10th or 11th. I can't remember which. COVID of 2020. Now let's go a little more in depth on the steps. So you're going to get the program, you're going to read it. Let's start with National Surplus. You'll read it twice. The reason I want you to read it twice, it's 50 to 60 pages. You got to read it, guys. I can't tell you how many times we get, hey, how do I use support? Page 1. Did you read the book? Yeah. No, you didn't. It was on page 1, how to use support. Okay? So read the book twice, primarily because now we're going to be speaking the same lingo. If you do have to contact support, you're not going to say, hey, about that deed thingy. You're going to actually know what you're talking about. It gets us both on the same page. Once you read it twice, click the link in there. It has a password in it to get to resources page. Watch the videos. Apply the steps one by one. Just apply them. Don't go, hey, what do I do now? Get a list. So now you're going to get a list. I just said how to do that. Go get a list. Take that list, and we have video training on this. Take that list and research the debt and ownership as it stood the day of the sale. It's not hard to do. You use register of deeds departments and tax departments, all of which, by the way, both of which have been open through COVID-19, not an issue. Once you get that information, you put it on our worksheet, right? And you're looking for debt, obviously, because if there was additional debt against the property at the time of the sale and it wasn't canceled, that debt has a priority claim to the overage. So unless it's low enough that it still leaves money left, it's not worth your time. You're first going to check, you're going to take your list before you even research that, and you're going to open up your resources page, click a link, there's another password, and you're going to search our list of accepted files by the name or file number of what you've got off that list you've got. Okay, take that, search ours, make sure we don't already have it. We do not have a saturation issue, but this is nice for us to be that transparent. It's updated Monday through Friday. Okay, once you're sure that we don't already have it, now you research the debt and ownership, fill out a worksheet with that information. The required documents are listed on there on the worksheet. Turn that into us via email. We get it. Cigna takes that, double checks it's not on the list, or rather, I'm sorry, at that point, just make sure that you've submitted all the files, all the documents that you need on there, copy of the deed, that type of thing. Sends it over to Jeff. Jeff underwrites it. Jeff looks at it, make sure you've done it correctly, you haven't missed anything, you haven't messed up. And a lot of times you're going to mess up, it's okay. At first, you can turn in 3 files one at a time. 1 file at a time until they're accepted. Once we get 3, we know you know what you're doing. Now you can turn in unlimited files. We did that because people were turning in 10 out of the chute. We're saying, hey, there's an issue with all of them. Here's the issues. They were getting discouraged and stopped. This way we know you know what you're doing, and we're more comfortable with allowing you to turn them in non-stop. Okay? You can turn those in. We take them, We email them, we mail them immediately, and we call them immediately, and we put them in a rotation. Non-stop calls and mail. Non-stop. Okay? Once we get in touch with them, put the deal together, I hire a mobile notary. The mobile notary also gets a FedEx label or UPS label, whatever we're using, whoever we're not mad at that particular moment in time. And we send that to the mobile notary. They get the signatures that we need. They're signing a power of attorney to our attorney, and they're signing a buyout agreement, okay, structured buyout agreement. When I get that back, I send you $500 once I've got that back in my hand, $500, and I give you the rest of your 8% or 16%, depending on what program you're using, when we successfully get the money out. Started doing this with COVID because I know you guys need help as much as they do, right? Within 10 business days, usually 10 days, I'll send my first payment to the owner. I give him 10% of the gross amount being held by the court. Upfront is good faith money, non-refundable. As you can imagine, that makes me extremely competitive. I send that out to them about 10 days later. The reason is when I hire the attorney, I'm immediately going to have them pull title work to make sure you didn't screw up. Okay. By the way, the minimum we'll take from you is $15,000 as an overage. That's the minimum. Not $14,999.99, $15,000. Anyway, I put the deal together. When I get it back within 10 days, I'm giving them their first check. Usually it's even less than that. It's about a week. Their first check, 10% of the gross. I'm sending you a check for $500. When we successfully get the money out, I've hired the attorney. The attorney goes and gets the money out. The attorney takes that money, puts it in their trust account, takes the money they're owed out of it, and sends me the rest. I take that and I send that on the amount that's owed to the claimant at that point, and I send you a check as well. First check I send, I have to send overnight with a signature. Doesn't matter where you are, I can send it anywhere in the world like that. After that, I can wire or whatever you want. Okay, you do not have to have a DBA, LLC, anything else. I can pay as a 1099 as an individual, don't care. The independent contractor agreement is also available online via your resources page that's linked from your ebook. Premier 16, you're calling the people. You're finding them, calling them. You're getting 16% of gross instead of 8, so obviously more work. You're finding them and calling them just to make sure you got the right person and they're willing to speak with us. And then you turn it in. We take it from there. Okay? Once you've turned in 20 files, first of all, we're going to call you whenever we get one under contract and let you know that. Once you've turned in 20, you can also make requests. There's a system set up online for that via our website. You can make requests once a month for updates more in depth on the files other than just we got it under contract. It'll be other updates on there once you turn in 20. We did that because people would turn in 3 files and then they just sit back and go, I'm going to wait till Sean pays me, then I'm going to do some more. Well, come on, guys. This way, you've got skin in the game, we've got skin in the game, and we're rolling with it. We do not give up for 2 years at least. 2 years on any deal. We don't stop calling or mailing. If you have any further questions, guys, give me a ring, 704-791-9398, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Thanks.